Bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Hello. Hi there. Anyways, now the next day or a couple days later, and I've been processing this. Still don't know what type of wood it is. Don't really care. Like I said, with walking sticks, you can do whatever you want to do. You got all this area here. Here's the handle part. Now, another thing too is I've been saving friggin' special rope. They got little string stuff for walking sticks, but it's packed away somewhere, and I just cannot find out where it is packed away. Anyways, you can do whatever you want to do here. Did I mention that Just Carve Rob did a walking stick or a cane that had the whole thing was full of old cars? He carved and wood burned in there. I think he did. I think he did another one with skulls. Yeah, Just Carve Rob's carved lots of things like this. He carved lots of gun stocks too. Now, I have a plan. What is this, you ask, Jordy? What is this? Well, it is a piece of thin cardboard. This is why I hate carving walking sticks, especially for videos, because well, if I let it's tucked in my arm, if I let go, it friggin' anyways. So this will go right here. Like that. Now what's this for, you ask? Well, this this is something a friend of mine gave me maybe a couple of years ago. I was at a club thing sitting there and he walked up to me. He's like, "Here, Jordy, maybe you want to use this in one of your carvings." And I said, "Yeah, absolutely." I said, "That's cool, thank you." It's like it's a blue sapphire is what it is. And blue sapphire is my birthstone. My birthstone is August, so it's a blue sapphire. Now I said to myself, I just pulled it out of the drawer the other day. I said to myself, well, I don't think my buddy's the type of guy to have a dollar store gem like this just kicking around. So I took a picture with my Google screenshot thing, and it showed me that this is sapphire. It's the exact same stone as this. I think you can buy them on eBay for like $15. So it's not exactly a expensive one, but it's not a cheap one. So, anyways, I was thought about putting this right here. Huh? See, I could put it in the back where it was flat, but I don't want to do that. I want to put it here. Now, here's the thing, too. This sapphire is pretty thick for this walking stick. So, here's another thing, too. I want to show you my ring and why a jeweler just made it bigger so it fits me, but I want to explain something here. Now, this is my ring. It's white gold. And this is a blue sapphire in here too. I just got it back from my friend Frank the jeweler, and he resized it for me because my fingers have gotten fatter as I've gotten older. But he said there's a diamond there and a diamond there. He didn't make this ring for me. I got this ring made when I was like, I don't know, 20 or something. But the blue sapphire here, it's super dark. But he said it's too bad that it wasn't hollowed out or some way, or you could get some light through it here, so you'd see it. It would be brighter if you could get some light through it some way or something like that. I don't know what he said. Kind of like that, but so it wasn't so solid in there. But anyway, so I thought this. Where's that walking stick? And this is just to give you guys ideas with stuff that you have kicking around, right? You don't have to use a blue sapphire. You can go to the dollar store and buy the fake gems. If I put this in here, this is called inset, right? Insetting. I could do apple and shell. It would be a lot easier, but I think maybe I'll just use this. This going here, and you have to carve it deep and inset it in there. But I thought once this is in there, I'll hole out some of the back to get some light in there. Now, so you're going to have a weird hole in the back. So what would you want to do? Carve something to make that hole look like, I don't know, to make it look like it's not just a friggin' hole in the back. So I think insetting this in here and carving it straight through. Now, not all the way. Like I'm not going to carve it straight through the thickness of the stone because, well, it will make you'll only have a little piece of wood on each side, right? If it's hollow all in here. So it's not going to be a hole the size of this stone. It's just going to be a hole to get some light through it, I guess. I don't know. If it doesn't work, it's like, hey, hold on a minute here. How much did I pay for this wood? Absolutely nothing. How long did it take me to carve this? I don't know, 15 minutes or something. It's learning along the way. So I think I'm going to draw this. I'll probably carve this offline. This is just me talking bullshit. Sorry, probably wasted you guys' time. But I'll probably carve this offline. So you put your thing on there. Make sure it's still. Get a fine point pen and you trace. Oh. You trace the outline. There you go. Right. That's how you kind of do inset work. So I'm going to use my little, I was thinking, what burr should I use to, I want to be pretty precise when I make this cut. I'm going to use one of those little cut saw detailing bits to do it. Just to get it inset there. I got to carve it pretty deep in there to make it sit inside there. Anyways, enough of me gibbering. I've been talking bullshit for 7 minutes. Sorry, not sorry. Well, yoo-hoo, yoo-hoo. Kind of went a little bit crazy here. I am definitely no stone setter, but there's ways to make everything line up. See how you can see through the stone there? See the metal plate back there? The aluminum plate? So I kind of made it flush in there. There's ways I'm going to be able to fill this stuff after, but we'll talk about that after. Might have to carve it down a little bit deeper in one corner here. It's good. And another thing too is I didn't really square it too. Like I should have had a center line here. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but it's not that square to the face. It's offset a little bit, but do you think I really care? Oh, man, this is going to be a lot of freaking carving here. This is the type of stuff I like to do. This is just quick sketches. Oh, there's the hole in the back too. So, I already did some of this carving down here. Anyways, kids are screaming. Hey, what are you guys yelling at? Grumpy old guy I am. Anyways, I've already carved this down here. So your handle will be here. I can't find that friggin' rope that I got to do the handle with anywhere in my friggin' place. I've been looking through hundreds of boxes and nothing. I can't find it. And I've saved it, so I don't know if I have to go to the hobby store or whatever to get some more. But I'm going to carve all this. I'm just going to use a cut saw flame burr to do it. Now this is basically put the music on, put your dust mask on, get the carving done, have a good time, don't shit your pants, and drink lots of coffee and have lots of smokes. Okay? Okay. All right, this will be the second video I forgot to say of this walking stick. The first video I carved the wood spirit. Now here's what I got so far. Now I want to say some words of encouragement here. Like, this is what I do. This is what relaxes me, this type of carving. Now, you guys are going to, if you do stuff like this and I see it, I'd be honored that you're doing it. But yours isn't going to look like mine. Yours is going to look like yours. And, you know, the more that you do and experiment and try different things, the more you're going to learn and the better you're going to get. So, anyways, here's the, when I was looking for that freaking string for the handle, I can't find it. Rope shit. I found this when I first started wood carving and I was carving canes. I found this, supposed to be an eagle head walking cane thing. Anyways, I should probably send her this just to carve her up. But yeah, so I got to go to Michael's now, find some rope for this handle. Michael's is the art store. I think you have it in America. I think it's actually an American store, but whatever. Too much breaking babbling. I don't know if I should carve down here. When I was carving this, when you're carving these walking sticks, you always got to keep in mind it's a walking stick. People are going to be putting their weight on it. Sometimes you carve these walking sticks and it's not that stable. Well, you just tell people it's not a real walking stick. It's just to sit in the freaking corner in your freaking living room or whatever. Got to go for a drive now. Here we are. Lots of bullshit in here. Hey, clock things. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hey, that looks like one that Mark the Maker made. Oh boy. Okay, we found the right aisle. What's this? Parachute cord. Hey, that's what we're looking for right here. Or should I get black? Blue or black? Or red? How much is this shit? 20 bucks. I think we'll go for the blue. Now, if you go to Michael's and you don't have your phone with you, well, if you do have your phone, but you don't have an account here, all you have to say is that you don't have your phone's not working and you can't get your code, and then you'll be able to save like 30% or something. So just say your phone's not working, you can't get your code. Actually, 20 bucks. Oh no, it's 15 bucks. I was thinking maybe, well, why do I need to have a friggin' handle on it where I could just carve the friggin' handle? Yep, it's not even the middle of August and all the Halloween shit's out. Start carving Halloween shit. Yeah, okay, so I did buy it. So I just said that my Wi-Fi is not working on my phone. And look, I got it for $10.75. That's how much money I saved. There's a tip of the day from Carving Fusion. Hello. Fuck.
Hi there, what can I get for you today?
Can I get a large double?
Large double,
Yeah, throw in a Boston cream too.
One Boston premium?
Yeah. Thanks. That's it. Yep, thanks. Yeah, but a friend once told me, if you're trying to lose weight and you go to the mall or store, always park farthest away from the store, so you gotta walk to get to the store. Have a smoke too. He didn't say have a smoke, but anyways. Okay, you guys ever get free dirt when you go to Costco? See, this is a good way for those carvers to get wood. This looks like pine. Beetle infested pine, that blue pine. To get wood that, you know, what is it, 12 bucks? throw these in here. What's this? This is cedar. Not cheap. So I'm back at home now. I did some more sanding. I also carved a hole for this abalone shell, so that was sitting there like that. It's not a perfect inlay, but it's good enough. I sanded all down here. Now I'm gonna have to spin this around because I'll show you what I did down on the bottom side. I just carved some. This voice was talking to me. Just carved Rob was saying, Jordy, make sure you carve lots on it. Don't just carve the top. Don't be lazy. So I carved stuff like this along down below and stuff like that. And this, kind of, I was in a thrift store today, Value Village. I took this, carved this bottom down thinner, and there happened to be like 100 canes at the thrift store. So I've been looking for a bottom for this. But I don't know. There's a cane at the thrift store without a bottom. It wasn't me, but I'm saying there probably is one there. I'm not saying there is, but probably. So I don't know. For a walking stick, I don't know if that's that. That's what I got. You can get other things. You can get steel things. You can get brass things, copper things. But I think this that's good enough. Okay, so but first of all, let's get this off of here. Oh boy. This is just like the Minwax spar urethane that I use. This is Glenn. This is Varathane satin polyurethane, one step, classic gloss black, stains and steels protects. So I showed you guys this was like $21 after taxes. Well, this kind of looks like it's been opened a little bit, but so what why I'm going to do this is because I've sanded the whole thing too, basically with my flap sander. With those sanding mandrels that you get on Amazon. Turn your Dremels down when you do this. You're going to fry your Dremel. I think those mandrels are in my Amazon store. Now, I've done this before with the black, and I like the way it looked. It kind of looked like, gave it like an old bone look. So I don't want to make this table all messy, but I got to figure out maybe get an old towel or something. Open this up, mix it up, put it on here. It's like a black wash, right? Put it on and then wipe it off and let it sit in the deep spots here. Same with the wood spirit. I'm going to do the whole thing with it. I'm going to put it on, then wipe it off. Sometimes I'll sand the high points, but I don't know if I'm going to do that for this one. All right, so you got to make sure you mix this good because the color sits in the bottom. And also do it in a vented area. It doesn't smell too great. I'm just going to do a little bit here. This board is, the struggle is real, friends. The struggle is real. And this is when things splat. Maybe I should just use a smaller. This stuff dries because I got a gray color like this. It dries really quick too. So you kind of got to be quick at what you're doing. Not too quick, like. Whatever. I don't know. Some of you guys are like, oh, you just ruined it, painting it black. Well, it's my art. I'll do what I want, when I want, how I want. So make sure you get everywhere. It sucks when you're done and realize you've missed some spots. So let's get the top. Make sure we get the top there too. I can't see it. Right, so then you got an old t-shirt, cut up old t-shirt, and you wipe it off. Now, if it's too dark for you, you can always flap sand it to bring the high points back out again. But this isn't too dark for me. This is what I wanted. I wanted it to be darker because, well, the blue's going to really pop. You can always get some sandpaper, sand it, but we'll let this dry first. then decide if we want to sand the high points if it's too dark. Okay, so can I stop filming now? Because I'm really struggling with this. Anyways. All right, so this went on too dark. Like I said, I think this might be a young Douglas fir branch or a tree or something, but I don't know. I just think it's too dark. So once again, I got to put my dust mask on, and I didn't want to have to do this, sand the high points with my flap sander, but let me get my dust mask on. And once again, when you're using these flap sanders like this for your Dremel, the mandrels with the sandpaper on there, this is 80 grit emery cloth, so it's cloth back. Turn your Dremels down, or you fry your Dremels. So let me put on my friggin' dust mask. I'm not going to talk. I'm going to do the headset and just sound it a bit, and we'll carry on. All right, so it's been like, I don't know, 20 minutes since I've done this. Well, that eye's kind of funny. No, I could fix it up if I want to, but I really don't care. Stuff's almost already feels like it's dry, but it's not. So there you can see how I sanded it, and it made the high points really pop out. Okay, so I'll be back tomorrow. We'll put the gem in. That looks like an owl nook. Put the gem in, we'll put the abalone in, and we will put the handle on, and we will call this one done. We will. Maybe I should fix that eye right now. I could. Looks kind of funny. It's got to do a cut there to separate the eyeball from the eyebrow. One more thing too. When you have, I always keep the paintbrush that I used of that stuff in case I need to redo it. Don't crumple this stuff and throw it in the garbage, because this stuff it's oil based, I think, so it can combust and start a fire. So leave it spread out somewhere, hanging outside, or even leave it outside. Fuck. So I'm back. It's still the same day. I started doing stuff to inset the gem, but I figured I better stop and show you guys what I'm up to. And I'm not a professional gem setter. This is my first time doing one, but this is how I figured I'm going to do it. And some of you might be shaking your heads when I'm done, but that's okay. I really don't care. So here's the gem, the blue sapphire. This is epoxy sculpt. Now this is the other stuff. There's another brand that calls it APOXY. I'm not too sure which one is the original company, but here's the box, so maybe you can see it better. This stuff's cheaper than the other stuff that's spelt with an A. Okay, so there's two parts. There's an A. It's like clay. I'll show you in a second. There's a part A and a part B. I don't know which one's the hardener, which one's the regular stuff. Do the lids up tight, and then the part B here. This is white. So the stuff I got is black. You can get it in different colors. The most common color is gray, but you can mix acrylic paints to make a color that you want. Now what I did, so here's, you got to, there's like, so you mix the gray with the, pretend this is not mixed yet. You got two same size balls. I don't know if you weigh them, but I just make them the same size, and you mix it. And you make sure you don't see any white in it anymore. You just, what's it called, kneading it or something with your hand, and do it good. Is that gray in there? Yeah, there's actually a little bit of gray in there. So you knead it with your hands. So what I did is I knead it, and then I put it inside the gem hole. What I'm doing is making a casing for it. I put it inside there. Then I got some saran wrap, put it on there, and trust me, I know this isn't professional. And then I put the gem on top of the saran wrap and pushed it into the place. So it makes a cradle for it. And I was going to keep it in there, but then I looked at it and I saw it's kind of like, it looks like the black, look like it's sticking to the gem. So I'm just going to take it out and let it harden overnight. This stuff cures pretty quick. I don't know what the cure time is. I think it's like 24 hours or something. But you have a while to move it around and play with it. And you can carve this stuff too. All right. So this was the cheaper stuff. This stuff is in my Amazon store. And these things are like, this one's like twice the size of the other ones that are spelled APOXY. These ones are spelled EPOXY. Epoxy sculpt. This is 18 ounces. I think each one of these are 18 ounces. Anyways, that's that. So I gotta go wash this. I got some of the black stuff on. I gotta go wash this off in the sink in warm water. You can use, I got some water here. I don't suggest licking your hands to try to shape inside here. I suggest dipping your hand in water and then shaping it. Because, well, it tastes like poison. That's the bottom line. All right, it's just kind of, I'm okay with it if it looks blacker around here. So that's that. Put that in the water. Now here is the abalone. Also, I got to make sure that it's not overhanging in this hole down. Sorry, I'm not sure. Make sure when you look in this hole, you don't see a big lip of the black epoxy sculpt. Now this is simple. I already did my template. Here's my thing, my abalone shell. So I like to scuff up. These are shiny and smooth. I just like to, what bird do I got in my bit? Yeah, perfect. So I got this little bird here. This is just a Cutsall silver one. And I scrape it up a bit. Is it hooked up? Oh boy. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to. So the glue will grip, even in here. All right, so scuff it up. Scuff up in here. Now, I'm going to use super glue for this. This is the CA glue. This is down below in the links below. I'm an affiliate, I guess. It's the Star Bond. It's like super glue, but they can't call it super glue. Star Bond, it's CA glue, which is super glue. You get this stuff. You can get hardener too, so it hardens quick hardener. Like, let me show you. I had to go down to my garage and get this stuff. I found my spray on Mod Podge too. So I'm slowly finding things that I've been looking for. Now, this is the accelerator, right? This can accelerator. You can buy these in kits. And I think you get a lot of glue for what you pay for sure. So I think if you go to follow the link, I'm not trying to make money here. It's trying to help you guys out. If you use my link, you'll save yourself, I think it's 10%. Down below in the comments. So excuse me, this stuff is dry, by the way. Pretty dry. Not finalized dry, but dry enough. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the glue on the back side of the abalone because, well, I know that's what I'm going to do. I probably have to clean this tip. Oh, there it goes. All right. I'm going to spray the accelerator in here. Oops. Don't get the glue on the piece. Anyways, it's not the best fit, but it works. Doesn't it? It works for me. Anyways, that's that. You could maybe give it another shot of the accelerator. Sometimes, if the wood's wet, the accelerator, the glue, when you hit it with the accelerator, will bubble. You get these gross looking white bubbles in it. So let's that take its time to dry. I'm going to let the epoxy sculpt dry, and I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll fit this piece in and call her done. Too bad I didn't have something to put on the top, but that's all right. I think it's got enough stuff on it. I could set some abalone shells down here. Oh, no, we got to put the handle on too. Maybe I could do that right now. No, I got to watch some videos. There's different ways to do it. Anyways, carry on. The crystal, like I said, it's the next day, so this epoxy stuff's all hard. Like I said, you can carve it. Here's the crystal. Here's the sapphire. And it, what a, oh, look at that. Perfect fit. Perfect fit. Well, you can kind of see an edge there. So now my question to myself is, this stone is so, I don't know if it's glass or if it's real thing, but whatever. It is smooth. So I don't want to scuff it up to be able to glue something. My point is, any type of glue that I use in here probably won't stick to this. So I probably, when this epoxy sculpt was still wet, I probably should have, I think that's how they do their inset diamonds. They leave slots and they push it over. Probably should have had someone just pushed it over the front of this and down here too. I'm just not sure. But anyways, looks pretty neat, doesn't it? I think it does. There's the hole. That'll be like that. You look through this hole to see different colors of the sun and stuff. But what should I do here? Maybe I could super glue it, and hopefully it catches that lip, and it will cure around it. Same with down here. Like use the thicker stuff so it will make a lip so this thing can't go. I think that's probably, I don't know. I don't know what to do. But I'll figure it out. I don't have my microphone plugged in, but this is that CA glue. And you get these little tiny things too when you buy it. These little things that go on there. So I'm going to use that. You get the real small stream out of there, and then I'll hit it with the accelerator. I don't know. Whatever. I'm not going to film though because I got to concentrate. We all need to concentrate once in a while. Anyways, that made a hot mess. I'm pretty sure I could scrape that off with a razor blade, like a little X-Acto knife. I think I'm going to give it a little thin, what's it called, thing around of the epoxy sculpt, and put it around here because, well, I didn't really tuck it in the best on the side here too, so I think that will probably be the best. Put the epoxy sculpt around the edges. But first of all, I'm going to put this handle on. I got a hole drilled to put the rope through. I'm not going to film doing that either because, well, it's going to take a long time and you're going to hear me swearing and stuff, so it's best not to film for that. Alright, so it's now the next day. I'm done it. There's the abalone shell, wood spirit. I fixed up his eye, still kind of messed up a bit, but you can't tell. Now, here's the gem. So what is I did, I used that super glue, that CA glue, to put it in. Then I scraped off the super glue that was excessive. Then I put this the epoxy sculpt in there, and then I gave it some stippling to little dots in there with my one of my sculpting tools. And the handle, here's the handle. Now I don't know if this is the proper way, but all I did is just do some half hitches all the way down there. Sure, you could do it a lot better, but I don't care. I didn't even watch any videos. And I put this in here, hold on, so you can put your hand in there when you're walking, and it's adjustable too, so you can just undo that and not make it lower or higher. Now I wanted to find something to put on these ends. I was going to put some whale bones on here, but I ran out of time. Now let's see how it walks. Try and find a fat old guy to try and walk with it. I think it came together all right.